Hello and welcome to Ironbound, our Ironsworn campaign. My name is Abby, and I am joined by Logan, Sarah, and Sean. And we're just gonna jump into it because we're all dreading it. And the best way to get rid of things you're not looking forward to is to just put them in the past.
Wow, sage life advice from Abby.
So, does anybody want to give a recap? Lots of things
Sean's gonna
happened.
die.
We went through Scary Mine. My character is dying.
Who
now
is your
we have
character,
to
Sean?
kill a basilisk. My character is Sindir, a scout, basically
With a nervous
who has
condition.
a scout with a nervous condition. A scout with an aneurysm problem because of these three people. And a pet raven who is the only one that gives him solace. And he is currently on track to die if we do not kill this basilisk and get
He's
some
partially
supplies
petrified.
back. Yes, due to partial.
If you're
petrification.
just tuning in, you might think that this basilisk is like a major adversary, but it's actually not. It's just standing between us and getting supplies so we can be on our way.
but it turned into a huge side quest because I couldn't finish the battle.
True, I do remember that now.
Yeah,
bad
it was
day
bad.
for everyone.
Actually, so I don't think we've ever done physical descriptions of our characters. So Sean, if you want to start and give like a physical description of Sindir, and then we can go down the line. Just like general.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's a little older. He's probably like in his 40s or so. So I think he's the oldest of the group. And he kind of just wears dark leathers. He mainly uses a bow. And he does have like a dagger as a sidearm sort of thing. And just kind of shaggy, I think, kind of brown, a little peppery maybe now, some whites growing in, and he gets more and more every day. And then I think kind of just iconically, he always has his raven Asa kind of perched on his shoulder or somewhere nearby. Yeah.
Sarah?
Okay. Haleth. What does Haleth look like? She is probably 30, mid-30s. I would say since she's a mercenary, she's got tall, rather broad build for a gal. And she has her signature glaive, which at the moment is broken.
Signature flail.
So now it's a signature flail that she picked up from a defeated Varu. Yes, signature flail. Don't doubt the flail. It's useful in many conditions. As a fan, as a flail, it's all good. And yeah, I think her hair is just kind of like tied, so shoulder length, tied back, brown, maybe a little weathered from like being out in the sun all the time. Yeah, and she's got just like the same kind of like workhorse leather armor.
Nice. Logan?
Okay, so Magni doesn't actually know how old he is, but he can say for sure he's older than 12 because that's when he set out to go study with this troll, and the years become a blur after that. So
At least
an age
12.
older than 12. He is quite tall, and all of his limbs are just a tad too long, but he's built like a troll. A troll horse. I think he is bald, maybe just like a little bit of black hair that he just like keeps buzzed almost. And then he's it's hard to tell what are tattoos because he definitely has some, and what is dried ash and blood, and it all just sort of blends together. And he wears nothing but hide, the key bit of which is an entire bear wolf hide of Boar's mother, and he wears that as like a cloak cape type thing.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And then I have Solana. So Solana is like fairly tall. And I think she's also like late 20s, early 30s, kind of in there with the rest of you.
Maybe me.
Maybe you, who knows? She's got like tan skin with scars like on her face and like places on her body from fighting monsters. She's got like a big like two-handed sword that has like magical runes engraved on it, like that symbolize different monsters that she's killed. And then she has long like dark brown hair that she ties back, kind of like Haleth does. And she wears the same like pretty basic like hard leather and maybe some chainmail thrown in there too. Cool.
Sweet.
Glad we got that, because I really don't think we've ever done that, which...
No, I don't think we have.
I did not know Sindir was 40. Like, he's a dad.
He is a dad.
Yeah, I was like the best
he's
friend
replacement
with
dad.
the
I think he is the
Freeborn
father figure to Haleth, right?
Yeah,
So,
and I'm
you
a
know.
father figure to him. So. Theoretical.
And I'm doing
Soon
a
to
great
be
job of
ex-father figure.
giving him a nervous condition as his daughter.
Hopefully not. We'll see.
Hopefully not.
You're gonna be fine.
You'll be fine.
I think
Okay.
we'd only just like exited the mine.
So I think we
From-
got to the town of Rockfield, and I think we just made camp.
I remember we talked about it. I don't remember if we actually had Asa do anything or like scout above
it
and
looks
drop
like-
that packet.
Oh yeah, we should
Haleth?
do that. Haleth made camp, so that is the last thing we did.
Oh, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I made camp, which never happens.
And we succeeded?
We
We got a
succeeded,
weak
For once.
hit.
We got a weak hit.
which is a success.
And then I bumped up my rituals, I think.
Oh yes,
At the
yes,
end.
yes. That looks right.
And failed one of them, so endured stress.
Mm-hmm.
Or weak hit.
Yeah. All right. So what's the plan, guys? We have this cinnabar mushroom that we have to get
Yes.
the basilisk to eat before we can kill it.
Correct.
So we can get the supplies to save Sindir, so we can get supplies to leave.
Yes. So we can just be on our merry way.
There's so many contingencies here. And what
They
who's
all
our Baru
are-
friend is just hiding somewhere.
Tana's hanging out. She's like, y'all have fun on this.
Yeah,
Tana's just like, y'all struggling for real.
I'm a divine being. This is beneath me.
It's a test. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
we should have Asa plant the cinnabar then.
Okay. I thought we decided that they don't just eat it up. Like,
Oh, did we?
Oh, we
Like it's-
decided they did.
We did. It doesn't immediately kill them, though. I think it makes it so that they
Oh.
can't
Yeah.
petrify you.
it just makes them weaker.
That's why we
Okay.
still have
yeah.
to fight it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, that makes sense. All right, so I'll talk to Asa and explain the plan. My incredibly cogent raven. But what do you think that's face danger?
Or like compel.
I mean, Asa is your raven, so she'll probably do it, right?
I don't think she needs to be compelled.
But I think
it's
maybe
just a
if
matter of whether or not
face
it
danger to
works.
see if she can drop it without it being too suspicious, and
Mhm.
like the basilisk catching on.
The basilisk just finds it and gobbles it up for us real fast. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I will face danger. And I will use speed, agility, and precision. It's also so fast. No modifiers. Strong
Nice.
hits. Good job. Starting us off strong. Okay, we are successful, and I get 1 momentum, which is good
Nice.
because I'm at +1, now +2.
Yep.
All right.
So, yeah, Asa probably flies it out there, right, and drops off the package.
Yeah, I think she I kind of whisper the plan to her, and she grabs it in her claws before kind of flying off. And I don't know if she would like. I imagine her like almost like just flying right above the basilisk and then just like dropping it on its head. Because ravens are just very like playful trickstery, so I don't think she would be very nice about it or anything before running off. And I guess
she probably sees it, eat it, so she can report back to you too.
Oh yeah, probably. Or I mean, we have to assume that she seems to. I get the feeling.
She seems very pleased with herself.
Yeah.
Right. She's like comes back and starts preening, and I give her good pets. You're such a good girl. All right. So I think instead of this being a epic fight now, it's on the extreme.
Yep.
Which is much more doable for us.
Yep.
Luckily.
All right, and I have that set up right above the map too, so we can keep track there.
Cool. So do we, I guess, Sindir is kind of like, so what's going to be our plan? Magni, you're just going to run in like usual?
We run in and kill Basilisk.
Just another gray hair. Solana, do you have any experience fighting basilisks?
She fought one earlier, 2 days ago.
Yeah. No, she is like getting her sword sharpened up and like applying special oil like she does, getting ready for this monster fight. And I think she has not fought them before, so she'll be like, only the ones that we fought before. I can only assume that the parent of the tiny creatures we fought will be much more terrifying.
Well, I'm sure. All right.
I'm gonna secure an advantage before we go.
For yourself?
Yeah. Or maybe
who has the most momentum right now?
I do. So maybe I'll do that to my sword, and then maybe I can like coat your arrows in the same kind of thing. And try to secure an advantage for you.
Sure, if you want to.
Because I think I'm full up because I can't have more because of
you're full up on momentum?
Yeah.
How much does Magni have?
Momentum? 0.
Yeah. Oh. Well, maybe give it to
Haleth?
Haleth then. Yeah, because 4 is
4,
much better than my 2.
But I also don't have my glaive. I have the flail.
Yeah.
Which I can still keen with. Keen works with any weapon.
Sing to your flail.
I can charm the flail.
The whirring of the flail.
The whirring of the flail.
Create the wind of your elders.
Yes! Yes, exactly. It'll be great.
Just blow that basilisk
and
away.
It should be poisoned too as well.
Yeah. So I'll do all of you up, but I'll give this secure an advantage to Haleth if it goes well. I think wits is appropriate. Where are the moves? Expertise, insight, or observation. Yeah,
probably wits.
Well,
Wow, look at those challenge dice.
Whoa.
You want to burn 9 momentum for a weak hit?
Don't. But what's the price?
But the price.
What did you use? What was the oil?
So maybe
your advantage.
Since you haven't fought a basilisk before, like the ointments and sort of poison you're trying to apply, like are just not effective.
Yeah.
So maybe you lose.
I have a
momentum.
really good one, but it's really rude. So
I
it's
guess
like oil that's good against basilisk, and so maybe it's good against stone, and so you put it on Haleth's flail, and it just crumbles the flail, like the stone bit.
All right, Logan.
So she's weaponless?
She just has a chain on a stick.
Haleth is like, fine.
Your flail turned into a whip.
Make it work, designers.
I guess I am supposed to have +1, so that should be an 8, a 9, and an 8, but that still doesn't change anything, right?
No,
Yeah.
because
So
it's not meets it, beats it.
oh well. Either that or the basilisk.
It's meets it, fails miserably.
The basilisk. Like we take too long preparing. The basilisk realizes what we did and like comes to the town to fight us instead, which would be interesting.
Putting the town in danger?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Maybe, like,
But leaves the supplies open.
the rock,
It does,
like,
yeah.
does poison it, but it also makes it go on a rampage.
Oh my god.
It is mercury poisoning, so that makes sense.
It is more or less literally mercury poisoning. Yeah, that's good. So, like, as we're trying to prepare, we just hear, like, these thundering thumps, so just resounding through the mountainside and the hills. And, like,
Don't they have a distinct voice, Sarah?
filled with rage.
Yes, hold on, let me channel my enraged basilisk.
Rocks are sort of tumbling down the hillside.
I'm so
and
excited.
trees are snapping. Hear cracks and roars in the wind.
I love it.
Beautiful. Chef's kiss. The townspeople suddenly look very... Yes, so good.
Side note, we killed her babies.
We did. Oh, jeez. Okay, and then maybe...
Enraged basilisk.
Enraged
enters
basilisk,
the scene.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we need to enter the fray. And maybe we all have to use wits because we're ambushed by that. Like, we're not expecting it, so we're all, like, getting ready. And Magni's still, like, in the midst of his rituals, and he has to finish it up really quick. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Yeah, since we're ambushed, more or less.
Yeah.
That'll be our consequence. Okay, I always do terrible on these. Yep.
I cannot believe I made that. Cindy, no!
Yes.
It's always very bad.
All right, so we
You
have...
take a little too long. Cindy becomes a statue.
I can't move quickly anymore. I'm currently calcifying. And,
Bad arthritis.
Very
The
bad. The worst. Yeah. Yeah, and just can't move. Technically I have to pay a price.
Really?
Let's see, yes.
Wow.
Combat begins with you at disadvantage. Pay the price.
Jeez,
The
that's
foe has
brutal.
initiative.
I mean, the most
the
obvious
most
price.
obvious
The most
is I get eaten. Or I get, like, smashed to the side or something. And take
You're knocked out.
health damage. And I'm
How much
knocked out,
damage does this
maybe?
do?
4.
Yeah, I mean, I would be... It would just wreck me. I'm only at 2 health. I have 0 spirit, 0 supply, and 2 momentum. So I
Oh,
think it would
jeez.
burn through my health and then burn through my momentum.
I don't think it would give you all 4 damage. Maybe it would just do like half damage since this is not even like in the battle yet.
It's just like the tremors of the buildings, like, knock you.
Yeah, maybe
over.
you're
Yeah.
scouting ahead.
Yeah,
and it,
maybe
like,
it's...
knocks down
Mhm.
the tree that you're in or something, and like smashes past you because it's just coming for the town. But
Yeah,
And
maybe
those
I...
supersonic screeching just,
Yeah.
makes you
Yeah.
bleed
Okay.
from your ears.
Sure. So that puts me at 0 health, which I still have to roll
endure harm.
for, endure harm. Okay. All right. Health or iron, whichever is higher. Guess what? It's not health. Strong
Nice,
hit.
good
Ooh,
job.
that was lucky.
Yeah.
Embrace the pain. Take +1 momentum.
Pretty
Right.
good. Yeah.
Could have been worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't have any way to warn y'all because I'm just reeling from this initial kind of setback.
Whoa, Solana.
Yeah.
Your enter the fray is
Yeah.
exactly one higher on every die than mine.
Wow, that's wild.
So I think you should go first.
Yeah, so what we had Sindir with the mist, which we just resolved. Haleth has a weak hit. And then Magni and Solana both got strong hits. Okay. I'm stressed. I'll go first.
Well, yeah.
So I think Solana blinded herself last time, like blindfolded herself against it.
Oh,
But
do
I
you
think
it can still.
Oh, for sure.
Wait, what?
There's no
Sean,
way.
you didn't see my tweet?
There's no way it can't still petrify people.
No, that's what
wasn't sure.
that's what the poison was.
I thought
for.
that was part of what we baked into the poison.
Oh.
The
was
poison
that it,
turns its
like-
eyes to stone, so it can't petrify you
I forgot
anymore.
about that.
Right.
That's so cool. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Did not
because
kill
otherwise
it
we
did
would
this,
be.
though.
Yeah. So
It like fills it with rage, and it
It's
makes
blind.
it so it can't.
So she has what she used for a blindfold before is still like tied to her belt and like flowing in the breeze. She'll just draw her sword and she will meet it in the middle as it rushes toward this town, trying to prevent it from hurting any innocents.
How big do we think it is? Like an elephant size almost, or like?
It's
Like a
lizard-like,
rhino?
right? Is that?
Yeah,
It's
I
like
think
a tiger or lion size, maybe.
Oh, I think it's bigger than that.
I think it's bigger than its
I
height.
think
I think-
elephant is appropriate.
Yeah, elephant,
Rhino, elephant,
giraffe,
range.
but laid down for his horizontal.
Yeah, I imagine it's a little squatter than
Yeah,
an elephant,
yeah.
like longer, but like
Mm.
kind of that sort of
These are
weight
the
range.
technical
You know, it's like
Like
a
a
couple
large
tons.
hippo.
Yes,
Extra large,
extra large.
Elongated.
and turn it into a
XXL.
reptile.
XXL. The basilisk
It
hears
has
this
the
discussion and is
hardest
like,
time finding clothes.
so rude.
The big and tall stores are just not good enough.
It's really hard to be a fashionable basilisk these days. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna strike at it. So I'm just gonna try to meet it there and slash at it. Try to hopefully just get it to stop. I think is the real goal of this, but also I will do damage if I hit. With iron. Ooh.
Ooh. Opportunity.
Very interesting.
Lucky us, yeah, and we're
Lucky
on odds for opportunity.
All right, so I do
So it's-
my damage, which is a strong hit, so that'll be the base 2 damage plus 1. So 3 damage, which is, I think, 6 marks? Or 6 ticks?
Yeah, each one is worth 2 ticks.
Okay.
And it's 8 ticks per box.
Go. What do we think this opportunity is?
I think maybe like the danger was it could get towns like
I guess
townspeople.
that was my goal going into it, was to prevent it from getting too far into the city. So
maybe you're able to like hamstring it almost
Mhm.
or something, like so that it can't
Oh, yeah, it
really
can't
leave.
move.
Like it can still get around and kind of turn on itself, but it can't like rampage the way.
Yep. Okay, cool.
I'm
Yeah, that sounds
imagining
good.
Eowyn from Lord of the Rings running underneath
Yeah.
the Manlock, like whoosh.
Cool. So I'm just in
Alright.
combat with it, and it's kind of like lashing its tail all around and screeching horribly.
We know what's the horrible screeches in.
To you, Sarah?
All right, what are Magni and
Now that it's sort of pinned in place, I think I'm going to scurry up a building and then like jump off the roof onto its back and like axe first. So I'm gonna, I think, secure an advantage by doing that for a strike against it. And I would argue this is an aggressive action, so I'm gonna use iron.
Moderately aggressive.
Moderately aggressive, yeah. And
I'm pretty sure everything Magni does is aggressive.
strong hit. Perfect.
Nice.
Look at that. A 1 on my action die, still a 5. Great. So I take 1, make another move now, and add +1. So now I'm gonna strike it
Nice.
and add +1.
Very cool.
And oh boy, I have a bunch of things active, so I think Boar does damage, and hopefully Leech works. Strike. Bam. Iron. +2.
Whoa! This is going way better already.
Oh, just making nothing but strong hits. Got it.
Strong hit,
Okay.
strong hit, strong hit.
So, how much harm do I deal? Base?
2, because you have
2.
a deadly weapon.
+1 for Boar.
Mm-hmm.
+2 for Leech.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that might be it.
5 is a lot, so.
That's it.
Oh,
Ugh.
plus you got a strong hit, which does 1 more, right? Did you factor that in yet?
No.
Yeah, if you get a
That's
strong
choose,
hit on
don't you?
strike, you deal an additional harm. That one's not a choice.
Oh yeah, +1 harm. Great. There you go. So 6 total.
Cool. That's a lot.
And then I can allocate that all as momentum.
Oh my god.
So I'm at 6 momentum, which is 1 less than my maximum right now.
Let's just say Magni, somebody was complaining that Magni is no good, and we were like, but actually he's really
We were all like, we need Magni for this.
We need
fight.
Magni.
Ugh, if only it wasn't at full health and I could dump that all into health, but I'm at full health, so
What
Okay.
a problem
Cry
to
me a
have.
river.
I know, what a problem. And so that expends Leech.
Yep, and you do still have initiative.
Oh, wow. I want to run away. No, I think I'm just going to stand on its back and, like, that's where I'm going to be
We're
fighting
just
it.
both tackling it where it stands.
Yeah. Boar ran around the back. You're at the front and I'm on top.
Nice.
Okay. Well. You know, this might not be worth it, but I'm gonna sing Keen. I'm gonna roll Keen anyway. Just for, giggles, because I know that my flail whip situation is gonna need all the extra help that it can get. So whilst you guys are taking on the basilisks head on, I'm just kind of like sneaking around to the back and singing my war song and, like amping up the whip. And you guys can start hearing the kind of like sonic edges of the whip sound amplify and become dissonant. And I will roll heart to see if my ritual of Keen is a success. No modifiers.
So the key here is if you burnt momentum, you would get a strong hit, which would also give you initiative, which is pretty good.
Yes, I'll do that because I don't have initiative
Right. Yeah.
at the moment. So I will burn and take the initiative.
Very nice.
Which would probably just be strike.
And then what does Keen do?
Keen gives +1. Hold on, let's make sure I read this right. Keen does, on a strong hit, I inflict +1 harm when I strike or clash.
Nice.
If I roll 1 on my action die when making the move, the magic is spent. So we just have to make sure that I don't roll a 1 on my action. So I will, having empowered the flail, lash out the whip around its tail and just start like attacking it from the back and maybe like pulling it backwards, and like lassoing it, kind of like pulling it down, like pinning it down even more. And that will be strike, which I would say would be strength. And let's see. Come on, Haleth. Weak hit.
Nice. That's good.
+1 for Keen.
So 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then you lose initiative again, but you got that strike in, which is pretty good. Better than Clash.
That's fine. I'm too busy like wrestling it down.
Yeah.
To have any initiative.
What
are you doing, Sean?
I don't know.
Good face. It was a good
Cinder's
face.
just ossifying on the ground real fast, becoming one with the rocks. He's had a really rough, 2 days. Trying to decide if I want to secure an advantage somehow or just strike. I always try to secure an advantage and it goes terribly, but I don't have initiative, so I would have to clash, which is also bad.
Clash is pretty bad. Yeah, you don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
especially because I have 0 health. So I will try and secure an advantage. Trying to think of what Cinder would do to secure an advantage. I think
you could be the distraction.
Asa could bother it, its head, or distract it somehow.
Put Asa in danger. She only has 2 health. She will eat Asa alive.
That's true.
Literally. I think, yeah, he's gonna aim for he's pretty sure the arrows won't work on just its hide in general. So he's gonna try and set himself up to aim for its mouth, open mouth, or if it kind of shows its underbelly. So we'll secure an advantage, and I have an asset that helps me with that. So when you secure advantage by taking a moment to aim, choose your approach and add +1. I'm going to line up my shot.
Nice.
And roll plus edge, and I take +1 momentum on it. So let's get advantage with edge, and we'll get +1. And it's a weak hit, so it could have been worse. Advantage is short-lived, you get 1 momentum. So I get 2 momentum from that, and I think he knows that, this whole thing, this basilisk is just whirling around and roaring, so it's any chance he's gonna get is gonna be just for 1 shot.
Yeah. Do you want to take a shot, or do you
I don't know. Do I want to clash? Yeah, you know what? For the drama.
For the drama.
Cindy just pulls himself up, takes out 1 arrow.
His last arrow.
And is I want nothing more than to see your carcass rot in the ground for the next century before trying to take a shot. And he will clash with edge for a ranged weapon. No modifier.
Okay.
Weak hit. Okay.
I mean, not awesome.
So close to burning.
So
I
you
exactly
do
5
harm.
momentum.
How much harm do you do?
Just 2.
Okay.
I have a dangerous weapon.
And then you have to pay a price.
Pay a price. Do we think I just endure more harm? Or
You could roll pay the price and see what happens.
Your bow snaps.
Let's see.
Welcome to my world, boy.
Okay, let's roll and see what happens. Just to be fun. Right? This is fun.
Oh.
Something of value is lost or destroyed.
Which is more
The
valuable?
Oracle has spoken.
The Oracle has spoken.
Which is more valuable, Sean? Asa or your bow?
They're both equally valuable, but Asa is far more valuable, obviously.
Asa's irreplaceable.
It didn't say you're most valuable. It
No,
said something
of value.
Something of value.
Yeah, okay. I think the bow, yeah,
We can't lose supply because we don't have any.
Yeah.
is gonna be destroyed. Maybe he gets Sindir kind of rushes forward a little closer than he normally would, and in making the shot, the basilisk whirls around, and as he dodges out of the way, he ends up letting go of his bow, which just gets kind of shattered on the ground underneath this basilisk. Great.
Love it.
Now he really just lies on the ground.
This is it.
Just give up, Sindir.
Gives a small prayer for his bow and starts walking away.
Oh, he just walks away.
I think he doesn't just walk away, but he
limps
retreats
away.
back a bit for sure. Pulls out his dagger and is gives it a little kiss, good luck, buddy.
Meanwhile, the basilisk is murderers.
All right.
I'm gonna take this if you guys don't mind. Do you care?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go for it.
I hopefully should be able to. We'll see. Okay, so I am going to continue fighting this basilisk from the front with Magni kind of grabbing onto its head and it's whipping all around, and Boar's kind of nipping at its feet.
I don't think I'm grabbing so much as just hitting it with my axe, and my axe is stuck in it, and so now it's a handle that I'm using on it.
Oh, amazing. So I'm just gonna keep slashing at it and see if I can get through its armor. Yes. I will burn momentum, because I will do a shit ton of damage. So I have an asset, Swordmaster. When I strike or clash and burn momentum to improve your result, inflict +2 harm. And that means I get 1 extra from the strong hit, 2 extra from Swordmaster, and then the 2 base, so 5 damage. Which puts us here. I'm gonna end the fight.
Or we could let Sarah redeem herself.
Oh God.
We're doing pretty good. Does Magni or Solano want to try and do a little bit more? I mean, Magni, you still have initiative, don't you?
The problem
Yeah.
is we have to get a strong hit to finish.
I've only rolled
whoever
strong
has the
hits,
most
which means-
momentum should do.
That's what
No,
I
you
just-
can't burn momentum on an end the
Yeah,
fight.
you can't do end the fight on burn momentum.
So, I mean, it doesn't matter if we do. We just need to do 2 more ticks of damage to get it as close as possible to that, or to us winning.
I mean, I technically have an asset that I forgot about until Abby just mentioned it. But when I burn momentum, I have veteran, so I can take +1 momentum when I reset and +1 on my next move. And once per fight, I can take initiative while burning momentum. So I don't know, that would also put me in a strong position to do damage if we wanted to up the ticks before we end the fight. Is that what you were saying, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, last time we thought we were going to win against a bunch
know.
of baby basilisks, and then
I
look where
know.
we are.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fight Grandma next.
Yeah. The entire lineage.
We can keep going. Sarah, do you want it? Do you want to try?
Sure. What is Haleth doing? So the flail / whip is around the tail of the basilisk, and I feel like she just wrenches she basically grabs the tail and like wrenches with the flail like the basilisk backward, or trying to just like break the tail, rip it in half, whatever. And yeah, that's what she's gonna do. And we will say, since we have veteran, I will use that once per fight to take initiative and make it a strike.
Nice. Very cool.
Yes. And I will say, you have to say how your hard-won fighting experience improves your odds in this situation. Haleth used to wrestle bears. Basilisks are really not.
They're just big bears.
Yeah.
Just
grew up-
Scales.
Yeah.
They're just very scaly.
You've had
Yeah.
experience with skinks in the past, and you've been pulling tails off of them.
So, it's just kind of like the same shoulder bear throwing, move. that you
Bear
would do.
throwing?
Just put your shoulder into it and you can throw a bear too. Life lessons from Halen.
Yeah. So it works. We'll say it works. And let's go. Oh, and I get +1 on my next move. So I'll +1 that in the modifier. And go.
Yes! So
Strong
good!
hit. Strong hit.
You rip that tail straight off.
It pays to wrestle bears.
All right.
I think Sindir always nagged you about it and was like, stop going into the woods trying to find bears to fight. And now he's like, she used the bear technique, didn't she? I guess it did finally pay off.
Your dad wasn't too crazy in his training regimen. I mean, Malia never liked wrestling bears, but, it does pay to learn how to wrestle a bear now and then.
Right, roll that in the fight and hope that we don't
Okay.
roll 2 10s.
Don't say that. Okay. And not enter the fray and the fight.
Yep.
Enter the fray. Build progress is how much?
10.
10. All right. Let's do it.
Nice!
Strong hit.
So good!
Basilisk blood rains from the sky, and Haleth releases a Xena-like war cry. And throws the basilisk's tail to the ground. And, maybe beats her chest a little. Great. Done. She's like, Sindir, get out here!
Sindir just sits on the ground. He's like, you don't need me anymore.
So Lana's going to go up to its now corpse, and I think it has like big spine kind of things on its back, and she's gonna like cut one of those off and strap it to her pack like she has other things.
I feel like it also starts turning into stone
Mhm.
as it's dying, so you like have to run and get it before it turns all the way to stone.
Definitely, yeah. They're definitely getting a new statuary for their graveyard. This time it's a giant tailless basilisk.
Yeah, the blood is just turning to like stone flakes.
Oh
like,
jeez,
on
that's
Haleth.
really cool. Yeah.
Looks like
So
she's
now
like,
it's like snowing little
Yeah.
pieces of stone. Okay, I think
Haleth is like, all right, let's just we need the supplies,
Yeah.
guys.
We need to
Cinder's like,
fix
I'm just
Cindy.
gonna stay here. I don't think I can handle going. You know where it is. I'll send Asa with you, but I cannot take any kind of journey right now. He's like, probably has like multiple broken bones, bruises everywhere, fractures, something. He's just like, I'm gonna lay here.
And I'm like, Halus was like, okay, just tell us where you want to be. We'll sit you down somewhere.
For the rest of your eternity as you become a statue. Was I unable to heal you because of you had like a miss on healing at some point, and so you needed these supplies?
We said that the petrification thing is like a condition, not health damage. And so I think, we did a miss, and it was like, well, I can't be healed until I'm cured of the petrification.
Okay. Well, I think I'll stay with you and maybe try and slow it down while they go get those. Doing some control magic.
Which are we doing first, mud or fire this time?
No mud. We try to get rid of mud. And I don't.
Good to know.
What would I do?
What would a troll do?
What would a troll do? Okay, we start by hanging you upside down. Rock's heavy, you upside down. Rock fall out of Sindir. And I string you up while we wait.
Sindir just has no fight left in him, so he's just goes with it.
So you guys leave town as I'm hoisting Sindir like up over a roof to hang him upside down.
Have fun!
Hurry back.
Enjoy the manly bonding! We got this, don't worry!
Alright, Haleth. What are we doing to get in there?
Yep. So do we have to undertake a journey, do you think?
The important thought on this is retrieve the caravan supplies for Rockfield is a vow.
An iron vow, yeah.
And it's only troublesome, but we only have 6 progress for it, I think. Unless you think...
we get some from
I just marked
from
kill. Yeah, I just marked that.
Okay.
So there needs to be something else. Maybe it's just getting it and bringing it back. Like, that could be it. Mm-hmm. But then that needs to be significant enough that we mark progress. Because rolling with 6 is scary.
You could try and convince some townspeople to go help you carry everything.
Ooh, that would be good for Haleth to... Oh, it's only on Sojourn.
It's good for bond making, though, because I think we have to spend some time in the community to Sojourn. So if they're helping us and we've spent time with them and they get to know us, then that could help on that, too.
And I want them to fix my glaive because they are a mining, blacksmithing...
Exactly.
...community. So, okay, cool. So
Sindir starts getting tied up, and instead of going into the forest, we go back into town.
We're like, don't mind us. Change of plans. We just remembered there's too much for us to carry on our own.
There's a lot.
So you think we should go find what's her face?
What is her face? Mira?
What is her face? Mira. And be like, either Mira needs to help us, or she can find some strapping youngins with a cart or something that can help us clear the way.
Yeah, that sounds good. You have more heart, I think. Do you?
I think we're the same. 2.
Oh, we both have 2? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do the talking if you want.
Okay. I'll try.
You're the Sojourn lady, so.
I am the Sojourn lady.
I think it's pretty easy to find them. I mean, we just killed a basilisk that was about to like rampage into the town. So they'd all been like fleeing or cowering in fear. And I think once it's dead, people start like coming out and cheering.
Yeah,
some of them maybe
like,
are like
is
cheering.
like surveying the crowd, and she's like, "Where is Mira? What does she look like?" I
think we should. She was like tall and
thin.
Lanky.
She's like, tall.
She was a troll in disguise.
She's not.
None of you know that except for Magni.
Everyone's a troll in disguise that no one knows about except for Magni. Okay, she finds Mira, and Haleth like strides up to her and like is like brushing off very like showily the like basilisk stone, and is like, well, that's one problem taken care of. Yeah, do we remember what Mira's traits
I
are?
think they should be written in that document. I just need to pull it up.
And
we had it.
while we think about what Mira is like, Haleth is basically just like
She's passive, hot-tempered.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Passive aggressive, basically.
Passive aggressive. She's like, well, now that problem's taken care of, the way should be clear to pick up the supplies you need. Do you have anybody around here? She's like gesturing to like the whole crowd. Like, anybody here want to help us carry back those supplies you so dearly need?
I think it'll just be a compel to get her to like gather people together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
With heart, probably.
Heart, because I'm trying to charm, pacify, bada, or convince.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do it. A weak hit.
Nice. So
They ask for something in return.
mhm.
How much more do you want from us, Mira? How much?
She's just like, leave and never come back.
Oh no! I
What
need you
would
to
she
fix my
want?
glaive.
Hmm.
Ask the oracle.
What oracle is a good?
Well, maybe it's something simple. Maybe it's just like carry the totem, remember? Because each caravan between places has
mhm.
totems. So maybe she's
Oh,
like,
that's cool. Yeah.
carry the totem to the next village,
Yeah.
which will be hopefully theoretically vaguely on our path.
It is now.
It's like back next to that Varu camp you probably just left way over there.
Oh,
No,
man.
probably she knows the direction we're going, I think.
Right,
So
yeah.
maybe she's like, okay, we can help you like get the supplies and you can rest here and we can prepare you for your journey. If you would take this totem, we would really appreciate it. Like, I don't think she forces it. She just
Or-
asks.
Can we
Maybe
roll
she
an Iron
also
Bound?
gets a caravan together to go to the next town. So like,
And we have to escort
guard
it.
them, kind of.
Yeah. And I feel like, just world building wise, I feel like there should be some way to signify like when a caravan has like a totem, so that it's kind of like special. Like, people don't attack it.
Yeah.
Or they attack it more specifically on purpose because, like we said, the totems are special.
Mhm.
Like they're a way of like binding the communities together. I don't know.
Basilisks are famous for not following the social norms of this.
Those
Totem
those
trade.
basilisks.
The
really
anarchists
don't
at heart.
Basilisk, Varu. You're protected from humans. Nobody else.
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
I don't know. Maybe they would have a flag or
I'm thinking like a flag.
Or like I mean, I feel like the totems themselves would be symbols. Like, but that wouldn't really
I
help
just don't
you
feel
on
like
the
they're
road.
big enough to like
Yeah.
see. We can think about it. Just an
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so
So we-
she gets some people together and pulls together like a cart and maybe a horse or something and somebody
Yeah.
to take us down there and we can go post haste.
Post haste, we just haul in crates.
Yep. Cool. And I think we can mark progress for that, so that's good. Awesome. And then,
Okay. So now we have to finish that vow.
yep. Where is that? Fulfill your vow. With 9.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Ooh,
plus
nice.
2.
But it's evens.
We don't get
so we don't
evens, yeah.
do evens, yeah.
Strong
All
hit.
right.
Your
Still
quest
strong
is
hit.
complete. Mark 1 experience?
Just one.
Just 1.
Because we're something troublesome.
Is it so
So easy. We just had to kill a basilisk. It's fine.
Tears and delve.
I do
and-
think-
and
I think we get progress towards reach the Vada homeland just because we're in a better position now.
because we have like the caravan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have
I
the
buy that.
caravan, we know where we're going, like we've rested up, we've done this for this town. I think that's good. Cool. And
We're
then
gonna heal Sean.
Yep.
Hopefully.
I think as part of
Yeah.
bringing the supplies back, it has the medicine that they needed for both their warden and for Sindir.
Right.
So I
right.
think they give us enough of it, and we decided your infliction was less severe, right? So it just gets rid of it.
Right, it just gets rid of it.
Yeah.
So I had it as the condition wounded, so I'll just remove wounded.
Do you want me to heal you, and so it gets rid of that, and then also heals you? Like if you want
just
health.
really want to try healing me again.
Well, I mean, you're already upside down, so you can't really resist.
Okay, sure. Roll for those heals.
Okay. Do I want to secure an advantage? No.
Thanks. This is gonna
No
go so
problem.
bad.
This is gonna be fine.
Wow. I think we should take a quick break while I process this. And I'm just gonna kill Sindir and create a new character.
Sean, you should play Tana.
Oh my gosh.
We don't know where Tana is. She just disappeared.
Tana's been watching all this, like, Moon Mother.
She's like,
were they
"I need to
really the
find
best choice?
I need to find a new party.
They're a hot mess.
Okay,
Oh
we're
my
gonna take a
gosh.
break. We'll be back.
Whew.
And we're back with some
Okay.
decisions.
I don't know,
made.
Sindir might not be coming back.
Yeah.
So Sindir is strung upside down, and he just upside down. He sees Magni come at him with like his axe, but he's flipped it around, so he has the handle, and he says, "Okay, rocks fall down, but Magni need beat rocks out of you." So then he just starts like whapping you very methodically and like in very nice patterns, and
It's like a massage.
it seems to be doing something because as you're bleeding, the blood like turns into stone and like falls off of you. And so you're like, well, this is working. And then you just hear Magni go like, oh no. And there's like I don't know, maybe like you and you're like in and out of consciousness at this point because
Sindir's eyes are closed throughout this entire process. He does not. The less he knows, the better.
I think he like opens his eyes for one point and he just sees like the Negatroll like standing in front of him.
He just closes them immediately. Like,
the
I did
Negatroll
not see anything.
How did we piss him off?
Because we took his mushroom pillar.
We attacked the
Mm.
living mushroom pillar,
Yeah.
Cinnabar.
Okay. I think, and he had like a nice posh accent, so he's like, "You say you've been quite rude, and I think you should not be healthier anymore," or something like that. I don't know. He does something rude, and it just like stresses Magni out because he has to like prevent the Negatroll from turning you to stone, and so it stresses him out. And he can't heal you, but I think he does prevent you from becoming stone. And he pays stress for that, or
Mhm.
endures stress.
Long enough for me to get the actual medicine.
Yeah. No, this is helping.
I think 2 stress.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. 2.
We need to beat the stone out of you.
Okay, so I'm now at 0. I thought it was much higher than that. I'll just endure that.
Roll under stress.
Oh boy. What is it? Is it whichever is higher?
Spirit or something else.
Heart, whichever is higher. Well, spirit is 0 and heart is 1.
Okay.
God, what are these rolls? Okay. Weak hit. I press on.
Yep. Good job.
You're all better, Sindir.
Sindir does feel oddly better, but he knows that he is still not well again. And he's definitely like, I saw that damn troll, and I just closed my eyes because I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't do it after all this.
Magni saw him too. His name, Frederick.
I will proceed to forget that, so I can never remember these past 2 days ever again. Where are the ladies? I need that medicine.
Sean just like compartmentalizes these last 2 days and
Deletes
the,
them.
the drama that is involved. I mean, what's worse, that or the Crow Mother? I don't know.
Definitely this. Sindir has experience with corvids and kind.
and
Crow
not,
Mother is much more
serpents.
preferable.
Okay. So I guess you see us coming back. You know, Haleth has like a crate on her shoulder and like carts rolling. We clatter back in, and she sees that you guys are still, Sean's still hanging, Cindy's still hanging upside down, and Logan's like
Maggie's
sitting.
not healing him anymore. He's just not taking him down.
Yeah, Magni's just kind of like resting.
Maggie's probably not there anymore.
We're back. Yeah, I think Haleth is just like, Cinder. Cinder, are you okay?
So I'm gonna hop off the cart.
I haven't been okay for the last 2 days.
I hop off the cart and like back in for Haleth to continue on into the city, and I'll come cut you down. Slowly, Haleth, lower you down onto the ground.
Thanks, Haleth. I think
that's
Magni
not my
helps.
name, but you're in a
Haleth,
state, so
Sindir, Magni, Solana. I don't know anymore.
He just starts weeping softly.
Get me to the healer. Yeah, tears are streaming down, crystalline tears. He's like, it hurts.
I'll just scoop you up and
Negatroll.
There was a troll again.
There's a troll again. Where did Magni go?
Why would you ask me a question like that?
Okay,
at a time like this.
I'm sorry. Don't think about it.
All right.
And we take you into...
And I think, just go back to the healer.
Yep.
The kind of apothecary that we first visited. And with...
Well, I think Reese shows up too, and maybe you and Reese are both treated by the healer at the same time with the supplies brought in.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And if you remember, he's intolerant of you.
Mm-hmm.
I ignore him completely.
They are mutually intolerant of each other.
I have nothing to say to him. Though we both look really terrible right now.
Yeah.
And I think that goes off without a hitch. Sindir starts to feel a little bit better. Like, he can tell that it's definitely not progressing. Maybe the apothecary is like, it'll take a couple days to, fully be cured, but that should be all you need.
Might hack up a stone or two, but that's normal.
What a
might
perfect
pass
amount
a
of
stone.
time. Oh, God. This is a perfect amount of time to sojourn.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then
all right.
Yeah,
so I guess
sojourn.
Haleth is in the town center with Mira, and like they're distributing supplies, and Mira gives her the totem and is like, this is the deal. If you want to rest up here for a few days, we'll let the caravan rest, and then you guys can get ready to depart in like 2 days time to take it to the next town.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, great, sounds great. We need to sojourn. Sounds perfect. Love to stay with you, Mira.
We need a mini
Thanks
vacay.
for volunteering.
Oh, vacay.
Vacay, need to fix my glaive.
I've never needed a roll to
take a
succeed
little
more
longer,
than this
maybe
one.
like a week.
Know.
Can we?
Or
You want to
5
make it a week?
days.
Okay, 5 days.
Yeah, we're here for a while.
If we have to make a weapon, fix a weapon.
They just have
on
to
top
fix
of everything
a weapon.
else.
You're right.
They have to fix my body and spirit as well.
It'll be great. We don't know how we'll fix Sindir, but it'll work out. Okay. So, rolling. Did we say that we have a bond with them? We didn't officially make a bond.
You have to make a bond.
No, we don't have a bond with them yet.
Okay. I mean,
We
I don't
could
know if
wait.
we
So
If you complete a mission for them, you get a bonus to making a bond.
yeah, make sacrifices for their cause. So we could try to make a bond with them.
You can make a bond with the whole community, which
Yeah.
would make sense.
Yeah.
If you forge a bond after you fulfill your vow to their benefit, you may reroll any dice.
Yeah, let's
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
it's not even
Okay.
just plus one. Should we all?
Paleth.
Doesn't make sense for all.
No, somebody should do it, and we can just all take it.
Do you think it makes most sense for me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Haleth does the bond of her family, which is like a blood bond, and you know, they talk to me, and she's like, "We're gonna formalize this relationship. You can count on us. You know, I swear on my family name that you know we will always stand by the community of Rockfield." And we clasp hands and we will see what happens next. Rolling heart. No modifier. Wait, +1 modifier?
Yeah, +1.
+1 modifier. Since we completed a
Or
quest.
no,
then
no, not
completing
+1.
the quest.
You reroll any dice.
Reroll any dice. JK.
Yeah.
And go.
Oh.
Miss.
Let's just reroll some of those.
Reroll this D10, huh?
The 10 and oh jeez, maybe all of it.
I would just probably do all of it.
What did you get on your action die?
A 3.
5.
3?
3? Does it say 3? It says 5 on mine.
Well, like
3.
3 plus 2.
Oh, yeah.
Your actual die roll is 3.
Yeah.
I feel like you should just reroll the challenge die.
Both of them?
Yeah.
I mean, the 10 for sure.
So, like, 2d6.
But the 10, if you just reroll the 10,
2d10.
you still have more than a 50% chance of failing.
That's what I'm saying. Both challenge die. Just reroll the whole thing. I don't know how this works out mathematically.
I don't either. Okay.
What's your input on this, Sean?
I think
Mathematical
it's,
mind.
Yeah, really. No. I think it is in your favor to reroll.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so too.
And Haleth is like, just kidding, let's try that one more time. Pretend that never happened. She slices the other hand. She's like, that was my bad hand.
You're just like, say the word Malia to me, and then she blanks out this whole conversation and you redo it.
Weak hit.
Right, a
Nice.
weak hit. I think they ask something from us.
Yeah,
Of
we
course.
can. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll that into the, like,
Yeah, I think the caravan is still okay to roll into that.
caravan. You know, we speak well. Maybe she's like, you know, if we fix your glaive, you have to tell everyone that you got it from Rockfield and, like,
I mean, maybe she wants us, because we didn't have an iron vow to take the caravan, so maybe she wants us to formalize it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, make a troublesome vow to
Yeah. I think
bring
that
the
seems
caravan
fair.
Don't
in.
we have to roll make iron vow?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who wants to roll that?
Loud.
I think Solana should. If you, and I think you do get a, did you get a +1 for this one? Since now we have a bond. I think
Yes.
so.
Yeah.
If you make this to a person in a community with whom you share a bond, add +1.
And then we can all mark that bond too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when we said that was to the community of
Rockfield.
Field.
Let's see. Where is Swear an Iron Vow? There it is. I'll roll it. Yeah. Just to get it on there. Add +1. Fantastic.
No!
Oh my god. Okay, let's just not.
Wasn't
let's
this-
just pay the price on the bond? Well, we're not taking this dumb totem for you. I don't want to go do another side quest for this
Well,
dumb
can
town.
we just
Also, make sure to mark your misses on the failure track.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Since we're getting so many of
Whoa,
them.
yeah.
No, I don't think we have to do something else for them. I think so. I suffer -2 momentum for the Swear and Iron Vow, and then we have to face a significant obstacle before we can begin our quest. So maybe maybe this like totem always goes in a circle like this, so they don't know who's ahead of them, because we don't know where we're going.
Or we could just forsake this vow.
Or we could just forsake the vow.
And then I could take the asset Oathbreaker or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's true. We need to rest here still, though.
Also, we would have to immediately test our bond with the town. And the thing they asked us to do.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me
the totem.
Think out this logic. Okay, so we made a bond.
Yes.
But the condition of the bond was that we had to swear an iron vow.
Yes.
Not complete it, just swear it.
But we missed on swearing a vow.
Yes.
So I feel like we just don't get the bond. I feel like the bond was conditional upon this thing that she asked, and we failed doing that. So.
That's not how this is. It's not a pay the price, a miss on a swear and iron vow.
Yeah.
So we don't get to choose.
Okay, well, what? So you lose 2 momentum,
Yep.
and then you must overcome this obstacle. What obstacle do we think? Maybe
ask the oracle.
Maybe it's backwards. Maybe it's
She's
not in
like,
the direction.
you guys stirred up a Negatroll. You can't leave until you deal with it.
Or it could be backtracking.
Okay.
I think it's gonna backtracking. I feel like makes more sense.
Okay.
So what was the city before here? Frostbridge?
The Vata homeland. Yes,
the closest one was
Frostbridge.
It's Frostbridge that we know of.
I
mean, it could be a new.
Yeah.
It could be a new place just in that direction.
Yeah.
And then we can see Avka again.
Oh boy.
She's actually the price is. Hey, my cousin Evka really wants to become an adventurer. Do you think you can tag along?
That is a large obstacle. Yeah, I think backtracking works well enough. So unfortunately, we need to go back. I think it'd be more interesting if it was a new place.
Yeah, I think so too.
Do we want to actually go there, or just be like, our journey is... Maybe we just lose some progress on escort time. Oh, we're at 0 progress.
We just made it.
Yeah, I don't think losing progress. I think, and since we have to complete the Iron Vow, we have to
I mean, it'll be easy enough. It'll be fine.
All right, so we got a sojourn.
We do.
We still have to sojourn.
We had to get all those bad rolls out first.
It's gonna be great. I get a +1 bond.
Yep.
We got all of our strong hits on the Basilisk.
I know.
And if it doesn't work, I can roll again, and it'd be +2. So it's gonna be great. We won't have to roll again. It'll be fine. And strong hit. Let's go. Weak hit.
Okay.
I think I can still re-roll if we have a weak hit. I don't know if we care.
Where is Sojourn? I mean, you could re-roll that 10 if you can choose what to re-roll.
Let's see what it says.
Yeah,
when you score a weak hit or miss, you may claim the rights of hospitality warranted by your title. If you do, roll all dice again and add +1.
No, so we share a bond with them, so weak hit is as good as a strong hit, so we're fine.
Okay.
Where is this?
On a strong hit, you and your allies may each choose 2 from within the categories below. On a weak hit, choose 1. If you share a bond, choose 1 more.
Oh, so on a strong hit, we would have gotten 3.
Yeah, it might still be worth it.
Yeah, but you have to hope you get a strong hit.
Yeah, that's risky.
But I would get +2 modifier instead of +1.
So you'll have +4 total?
No, I would have plus. So I had +1 this time.
Yeah, but you get +2 for heart.
Yes, so +4 total. Correct.
Oh, jeez. I think
I'd
a weak
say
hit is fine.
do it.
I'd
Oh,
say
okay.
don't do it.
I think it's fine. Yeah,
We're like,
Severe can't
don't
take the stress.
do it.
A miss is not worth it.
Yeah, and it
that's
would
fine.
if I miss using my asset, it causes significant problems.
Oh,
not just like
It's like you really effed up this.
they're like, oh, you're that person's daughter? Oh shit. I didn't realize that.
We're actually best friends with Malia.
Yeah.
Okay.
He killed my father.
All right.
So-
How does do we each
Do we
have to take
all
a clip?
have to take a quip? I was just about to ask.
I don't think so because we all share supply.
Yeah, I think so. So just one person has to take it.
And I really need to spend mine on others.
Yeah, you go for it.
I also need to take heart in because I have that disability lingering from somewhere.
I'll take the supply one.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I
hearten.
can also.
And then if you have an extra one, Sarah, you could do provision, and then we can get up to 3 supply.
Yeah, I can do provision.
Okay.
I think I also have an extra, so I can also take provision.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So we're up to full
5
supply.
full supply.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna recover.
I will.
Then I'm also gonna plan.
All right. Okay,
I
we're not as bad off as we were.
increasing my spirit.
I, as Magni, during this whole week where we are, I want to launch a thorough investigation of this town, scouring every nook and cranny, because I have never once encountered 1 pillar, 0 troll. And I know there is a troll somewhere in this town. And I will smell them out.
Sure.
So I will gather information.
Yeah.
A weak hit! Okay.
So on a weak hit, the information complicates your quest or introduces a new danger. Envision what you discover and take +1 momentum.
I think the troll was the nega troll, and it got
Oh.
like pushed out of the village.
But that was another pillar. There were 2 distinct
There were
pillars.
just 2 distinct pillars.
Oh.
I think maybe the Rockfield killed their troll and took over the pillar.
Oh my god, I hate it. Okay, then I'm
It's-
gonna forsake my bond with them.
That, or I mean, at the very least, they drove it off.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take this 1 momentum and burn that bond. I hate them. They're my anti.
Yeah, you should test your bond.
Nega bond.
Test your bond.
Test my bond.
Yeah.
What the heck? Roll is heart. It might as well just say get a miss. What do you do?
This has pay the price issues. Do we really want to do that?
Yes, we want to do that.
Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance, take a chance.
What is?
So
Okay,
I think it's like test your bond, but reversed, right? Because they're not mad at you, you're mad at them.
Okay, so they must envision. They must prove their loyalty to me.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. What's the difference between a weak hit and a strong hit on this?
It has to do with whether or not. The thing is, you don't want to maintain the bond, so I think you can just
Unless
get
you
rid
think.
of it.
Yeah. I mean, you could
And
just.
I don't
get
think
rid
they're
of it.
gonna fight for you.
No, unless you can confront somebody about it and they come clean to you and say that was long ago and they regret it and all this, and I don't know.
I think it's the intolerant guy. He's probably the one who killed the troll.
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, it's up to if you want to
Reese.
just burn the bond, then you can. But if you want to confront somebody about it, then you can also do that.
Draw the circle, man.
Are you telling me to solve this diplomatically?
No.
Draw
Take my
the
axe out.
circle.
Yeah. I'll just burn the
Okay.
bond. Screw them. But I do. I become very rude to all of them, and they don't know why.
They're like, wow, this weird rabid person used to be so nice, and now he's so mean. I can't believe he's become even more uncivilized. Okay, so then I think
Yeah, maybe they
Mira...
don't even notice a difference.
Oh, the real question is, do me and Sarah get weapons back?
Weapons.
That is the real question.
Is that like...
Should we ask the Oracle?
Is that resupply?
I mean, we're up to 5 supply, so maybe it's just as part of us staying here and like rebuilding our supply and helping the town, they just provide you with weapons because we're so supplied now.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, we all kind of help out.
Imagine a little montage where, someone's forging our weapons.
Classic movie montage. Lots of clanking and
Lots of
burning
clanking.
sounds and quenching.
Quenching.
The hiss from quenching.
Haileth in the practice yards with the glaive. Sean.
At the end of it, they bring you an iron flail, and they're like, "This is what you wanted, right?"
No!
We only know how to make flails. Sorry, that's our main export. Okay, and then I think after a couple days, they get a caravan ready to head over to our new town.
So they do know where we're going, right?
Yeah, yes. I think so.
I think we just have to roll for the details.
We're gonna go to Mornhaven.
Ugh. Oh, sounds great.
Sounds lovely this time of year.
Mornhaven, it's located in a valley.
Mm-hmm.
And it's dense and expansive.
Or maybe those are descriptions of the people who live there.
Oh. They're all trolls.
Okay. This is nice. It's dense and expansive. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe it's like built up somehow. Like it's in a valley. Maybe instead of just a valley, it's almost more like a ravine sort of
like
thing.
A gorge situation.
And so maybe it like is a valley at the front, and then towards the back it kind of turns more into like a deep ravine, and they've built into and up kind of the ravine, and they're sprawling out into the kind of more valley area. That'd be kind of cool. It's like a more vertically oriented.
It's vertically expansive.
Like as a way to, maybe they thought it'd be easier to protect like the inside the ravine. They've got walls. It's much less walled areas you need to make.
Hopefully it never rains, or else they'll just be washed away, or their walls will form a dam and they'll drown. Maybe it doesn't ever rain here.
No, I mean, if they just don't have like a first floor, they just have stairs for like the first 16 feet.
16 feet?
Not even, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, what I meant. The first story.
That'll make it, yeah. Sounds cool. Do we have to? We should probably make a journey.
The sound of the wind through the gorge makes like a wailing sound, and that's why it's called Mornhaven.
It sounds like someone's lamenting,
keening.
Very nice.
It'll be great.
I like it very much.
It's also haunted.
It might actually be haunted further into the ravine. They never go there.
Okay, deal. I like it.
Okay, so who wants to start should undertake a journey. Probably just
Journey.
troublesome. That way we can
Dun, dun, dun.
mark some
I can-
progress on our caravan.
I can start the journey. If you're set, no, I shouldn't start the journey.
Yeah, because you do. Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh yeah, it's based off wits.
And you get one
And-
and
you
bond.
have a bond. Yeah.
And I don't.
Let's go with the caravan. It's a strong.
Nice. Okay. You
Yeah.
get your waypoint.
A waypoint and then mark progress.
Or we could move that speed. We can take momentum. Stuff and supply.
Supply is precious.
Yeah.
Conserve supply.
We're
not
never using up supply again. All right. So that's 3 ticks on that journey. It's only right because it's only troublesome.
Yeah.
Or do we think it's dangerous?
No. Probably not. I don't know. What's the waypoint?
Hmm.
I think maybe like a little watchtower or something, like just a little wooden sort of.
Yeah, we're like on a road that is probably like semi-frequently.
A path, yeah, definitely. Sort of like a worn area. And so maybe there's, since we're so far north, yeah, maybe there's like a.
Maybe there's like a landmark of a caravan that was attacked by a basilisk, and now it's like, oh, that's the stone caravan. You'll find it on your way.
Yeah, that sounds cool. It's like a sort of a menacing, maybe not menacing, but sort of unnerving.
Mm-hmm.
There's some stone statues, obviously.
I'm just concerned about how frequently caravans get attacked by basilisks here.
We've definitely killed that basilisk, I'm sure. There's no more.
Surprisingly frequently. They don't tell people because then no one would ever come. All right. I'll undertake the next part of the journey. Undertake the journey with wits. No modifier. Strong hit, nice. More progress. What is our next waypoint? How many days do we think it takes? Probably. I think 2 or 3.
3.
Probably 3 to get there.
It's hard to get into the valley. I feel like it's the last day is like just like getting into the descending into the valley kind of area.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then the waypoint, I think, is like maybe there's like an overhang, like not like a full-on cave, but sort of like a sheltered area. That's like a common campground. You can see a lot of like remnants of campfires and kind of cleared stone areas. So it's like a common stopping point for the caravans for the night to find shelter, or like if the weather's really bad. Because we are in the mountains.
Okay, I can do probably the last one, maybe?
Maybe?
Maybe. Strong
Nice.
hit.
Wow, this is how you knock out troublesome quest, guys.
Yeah, wow.
Dang, son.
This is the troublesome journey. This is not. This will only give us 1 set for the.
And then, you
That's
want me to
true.
just reach our destination as well?
Yeah, probably.
We're at 9 progress.
We start
Mhm.
hearing strange sounds on the wind.
Yeah. We can like see it tucked into the valley.
Yeah, perfect.
distance.
So, we reach our destination, and I'll just take +1 momentum.
Whoop, whoop. I feel like the people who are in the caravan are like, God, I hate this place. It's so weird.
Yeah, we've kind of been talking to the villagers, and they're like, well, we don't normally, make this journey
Here.
ourselves. We've only heard tell of the other villages, so we're not. They don't know what to expect exactly.
Wait, did we have an iron? Oh, is this escort the caravan to the next city, our iron vow?
Yeah.
Okay. So we only have 3 progress on it?
Yeah.
It was a lot easier than I was expecting.
Yeah,
I
we
wasn't
didn't run into any
thinking
problems, which is a problem.
the journey would be taken out with 3.
Hey, maybe the vow just gets extended and like they're like, oh, the next city is actually headed the way you want to go, so we can just keep on like that went great. You guys were super efficient. Like, you help us, we help you. We'll just continue on.
Yeah, or like we have to escort the villagers back to the.
They're like, listen, we have a basilisk problem.
Like, boy, do we know.
You don't say. Us fighting 4 basilisks and seeing a stone caravan didn't clue us into that. Or like we have to make sure the supplies get to the right people in the village. Like we have to find, like maybe, like it takes a little bit more to find like welcome in the village kind of a thing for people.
Let's roll this and see if this makes sense. This is why we haven't completed it. Creature.
Oh. Maybe we reach the town and there's a monster like waylaying the sort of wall.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Like they become locked in almost.
Oh yeah, they're like under siege.
Yeah, they're almost like under siege from something. The real question is, what is our creature?
What creature? Yeah.
Definitely not a basilisk.
Not
a basilisk.
No.
Maybe it's like
basilisks.
an undead or something. Because it's like the wailing, the spirits.
Yeah.
What I forget which.
They had, I feel like, at least 2.
We had a couple different ones. It would be a horror, I guess, more than a creature. Or it could be a wyvern. Let's see, bone walkers, which are just like skeletons. The frostbound, which are frozen skeletons. Frozen corpses, really. Or it could be an iron revenant.
We did kind of introduce the idea of corrupted iron. The Negatrol.
A mercury revenant.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe like the warden got corrupted somehow. Like they sent the warden in to investigate the depths of the ravine, and then it came back. They came back and like started going crazy, and they like exiled the warden, and then now it's like the warden's some unholy abomination.
What if? Okay, this is a little world building. What if the totems are actually like they have to be brought in order to like keep the wardens alive or uncorrupted or something? Like the wardens, when they do something to become able to swear these iron vows, they have to like something happens to them, and these totems going from village to village are actually just like once they get there, they do a little ceremony and it like purifies their warden for a little bit, and then it gets sent on their way. And since this one was waylaid, like maybe their warden
got iron corruption
succumbed
instead.
to it. Yeah.
Mm.
So it's less about like, oh, this is just a tradition, more of like, we need wardens and we just have to send these to each other or else we'll all die.
Yeah. Well, and it's a combination, and we talked about how like people don't really necessarily believe in magic. It's kind of like a folklore thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they know there's like it happens often enough that they know there's some sort of connection, but like they don't know exactly why.
Yeah, it's like a superstitious kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Or it's like,
I
you know,
guess
some
maybe it's-
wardens
yeah.
are more affected by it than others. So it's like some are maybe more vulnerable.
Maybe it's like not even a ceremony. It's just they have to like be near it, but no one knows that's the requirement. So it's just like, oh yeah, we bring it from town to town,
Yeah.
And bad
and they
things
just
don't
know that
happen.
if you don't bring it to a town, bad things happen.
Yeah, if you don't keep bringing and visiting, and they like chalk it up to other stuff, like, you know, oh, well, anything could go wrong in these lands.
Mm-hmm.
But
The real question is, why are we exempt from that?
That was my question too, because we swear iron vows,
But we're free
I-
wardens, which I think makes us different. But
Yeah.
I mean, we're still technically swearing
I mean,
iron
maybe
vows.
we swear different vows because a warden is bound to a community. So like maybe it
Mhm.
has to do with like the local pillar having too much influence on them, and like we're always changing locations.
Mhm. What
That
if it's
or,
like,
like-
the part of they swear an iron vow to like protect this community, and it like they can't swear any more vows. It's like their final vow, and like that does something to them. I don't
Like
know.
it ties them
Yeah.
to the land or something
Yes.
like that.
I was thinking like maybe free wardens are usually hired out to be these like caravan
So they're always by
guards,
totems
so
anyway.
they do get they do get that sort of access.
So hashtag we all might go crazy, guys. Fun.
Yeah, but if we visit a village,
Yeah. If
oh
we
gosh.
visit enough
Ooh,
villages
okay, I
with
like
totems.
this. So maybe it's once you start swearing iron vows, you have to keep doing it. And since we're free wardens, we do it fairly often.
Mhm.
But like if you're protecting a town and there's not really anything wrong, like you're not going to be swearing vows, and that can make you go or get corrupted.
It
But
gets-
these things when they
you
come,
get rusty
they like
on your iron.
yeah, you get rusty. But like these things when they come, it's almost like they're swearing a vow or something to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. This got a little more complex than it was in my mind.
I like
I
it.
like it. I like it.
You know, we don't know exactly why things happen the way they do, so it's
We're
fine if
gonna
it's not
I think we
perfectly
should take
explained.
it as like the best explanation for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just know bad things happen if you don't bring these totems
Yeah.
around.
And so now we have to fight an Iron Revenant.
Yeah,
Or
which is
is-
only extreme.
The old who's the old warden.
Is he-
Anything under extreme is not challenging to us, though.
That's true. Is he actually
Because-
extreme?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. An Iron Revenant is extreme.
Well, this will be
I-
fun. We'll get so much progress from killing him that we can then just complete the vow and be done with it.
Yeah, that's true.
It says
Take the money and run.
attacks may slow them down or temporarily break apart their armored form, but they have no flesh to pierce and cannot be killed. An Iron Revenant won't stop until their vow is fulfilled.
I'll just trap him in my salt. And then he can't leave.
Oh yeah, maybe that's why they're considered extreme, because they're an incorporeal force of furious resolve. And they have a horrible form as a construct of metal.
Okay. Well,
So,
maybe instead of that, then, like, what if their warden went, like, took his vow to the extreme, so now he's, like, trying to protect the town from us. And so we have to, like, not kill him, but disable him so we can get into town and uncorrupt him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the idea of them being like iron corrupted. Like maybe he's same idea as Basilisk, but now it's metal.
Oh, okay, so he's slowly turning to metal. And the antidote is in a caravan that was waylaid by
Bye,
what would this-
Basilisk.
The antidote is those totems that
Mhm.
Yeah.
we don't have.
Yeah, so like maybe everyone's trapped inside because he won't let anyone leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like the Gestapo or something. He's just like, everyone stay inside so you're protected.
And even though we have the flag or like the sign or whatever that says like we're like the good caravan, you want us to be here, he just like is too far gone
Mhm.
that he just immediately starts firing arrows
Mhm.
or attacking us.
Yeah. And I think he'll be fine once he spends time near this thing, but
Mm-hmm.
in the meantime, we have to subdue him.
Yeah, but we don't actually know that the way to like fix him is the totem necessarily. So we just have to like know to subdue him. So,
Yeah, or we could just kill him.
or we can just kill him. I mean, I feel like usually we just kill people, so we'd have to somehow be like, some villager would have to be like, "That's the warden of the town. Don't kill him."
Or what if he just presents himself as like, I'm the warden of this town, you won't get in here? And we're like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
And his eyes are just like
I think that's what happens.
Colored.
Like, we start rolling up to the town and we see like the
A
wall.
crazed figure running at us.
The gate is closed.
Like, hello.
This figure, I don't know if he would run at us.
Glain.
Yeah. He might just be standing like in front and being like, "You will not enter."
Yeah, I think
he's just like the
it.
Black Knight.
Yeah, exactly.
And then like someone from inside's like, "Please help us!
Don't kill my husband."
Yeah, I mean they can
he
see
was a good
over.
man.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, they're
He's
just like,
both
something's
stingy and
wrong with
critical.
him.
Because
Stingy
we
and critical.
established it's vertically oriented, so.
He's like, nope, you haven't followed the rules, so you're not getting in here, and I don't like you for it.
Perfect.
So you're Glain.
He sees us walk up and he's like, "We don't have enough supplies for you.
And we're like,
Leave."
"What's wrong with your eyes? What? You don't look so good, man." Just
I think he just like points a sword at us and is like, "I won't say it again. Leave now. This place is closed." So all outsiders.
And insiders.
No
It's
one
not
gets
safe.
in or out for the safety of everyone. And I think it's obvious, like the corruption is obvious, yeah, like in the eyes, but also like something about maybe
his
his
vocal
skin.
cords sound rusty. Like maybe his voice gets like distorted.
Yeah. And so kind of like I think we're like confused at first, maybe. Like, you know.
Caleb was like, but like we're
but-
bringing you the thing.
I know, we're a totem caravan. We have to enter the city or the town. And so but he's still kind of like adamant that we move on.
I feel like Haleth like goes up to him and she's just like, what don't you understand here?
I wonder, what does he do to you? Oh, he
Yeah,
awaits you coming up to him.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, I think maybe he lets you like walk up, but once you get too close.
Yeah, I think she's like, look, man, you know, like we don't mean any harm. We're just here to drop off the totem and then we gotta leave.
I think you're like, you mean no harm, and he's like, that's what they all say, and then like just starts swinging his weapon
I feel
at
like,
you.
I feel like you should face danger to like you getting up close to him. You can then tell that something's really wrong with him.
Like he's totally sick.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we with heart? Since I'm kind of being charming, we think,
or wit.
I really stink at wits, but we can do wits.
I don't know if it's expertise or insight.
Well, like insight into him being crazed is what I was thinking. Or loyalty.
But is the action, I think the action she's taking is, charming.
I'm trying to be more than just,
like trying
a bear
to be
wrestling
open and
girl.
honest.
I'm trying.
Okay. Well, if this doesn't work, I'll follow up with aggressive action.
Okay, great. Heart. Face danger. Let's see. Absolutely no modifier.
A complication.
Oy
An
vey.
odd complication.
Oh, jeez.
How did I get 3 sevens?
It's bad.
It's bad. It's bad.
Huh. Okay. So
I think he's actually
takes
so
me
far gone, he's
hostage.
now a horror.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you get taken hostage.
Or I get taken hostage.
I
Like
kind
you
of like the
decide.
taken hostage. Like maybe we have to try and solve this without fighting.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Okay, so he takes me hostage.
So,
I'm
yeah,
like,
like-
hey man, like, look, I have the flag. Like, we're official.
I
right,
feel like
and
he
then
waits until you get close enough that you can't even use your glaive against him, and then he just like
Mhm.
Well, and
grabs you.
he's maybe like on, he's got like supernatural abilities at this moment in
Right.
time, so he's like super fast.
on
Mhm,
top of just, I mean, he was a professional fighter. You
Yeah.
know,
mhm.
he was a warden. Yeah, so I imagine he kind of like grabs you and then like has his blade to your throat.
Mhm. And we're like,
And
hey
he-
man, we
And the villagers are like, "Don't hurt him. He was a good man." We just have like an audience yelling from above.
Yeah, and he is kind of like, I guess, looking at our caravan, like, move on or she dies.
Yeah.
And Cinder probably freaks out at that, so I think he, gosh, I think he would. The problem is he would act really aggressive with that. Let's see, maybe he would like face danger. He could try. I can try and like shoot his sword hand
Mhm.
just to like injure him and get the at least the blade out of his way.
Yeah.
And I think
I
he's just
could
gonna.
try and secure an advantage for you, but I
Yeah,
don't
if
know
you
if
want
that's
to.
more problematic in case I fail.
Yes.
It's up to you.
Hmm.
I think he's doing it pretty quickly. Like he sees you
Okay.
Yeah.
get starting
It's
to
just
get
like a
taken, and
reaction.
he's just like instinct, like already knocking an arrow, and then he
Then you go
realizes like that the guy said like hasn't immediately tried to slit your throat, so he has a second to like change his aim from the guy's face to his arm. And this is gonna go terribly, but I'm going to try and roll
No, it's
face
not, Sean.
danger
You gotta save Haleth.
with edge. I think the last time I tried to do that, I failed.
Well, I believe in you.
Strong hit.
Roll20 believes in you too.
Yes,
My
Roll20
faith.
did believe in me this time. Okay, I get +1 momentum, and I am successful. So yeah, so I think he. Guess. I guess maybe he aims, for like the hand, and is like, at this range, I can. He's confident he can like hit the sword in the guy's hand without doing too much damage, and so he looses that arrow, and it flies true, kind of clanging with a bunch of force against his sword hand, and he drops the blade.
I think I'm going to secure an advantage, and I'm going to do it sort of like maybe the trolls have some more knowledge about this phenomenon, and so I'm going to like pull from that to see if like I can be like, oh, he's corrupted something about this totem,
Mhm.
or see if something happens. Or do you think that would be like a face danger?
Or you could gather information.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like a gather information.
I think gather
Yes, you're-
information makes sense.
Kind of
You discover. Okay, yeah. I mean, I was
conducting
gonna roll
investigation.
wits anyway,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
all of this is the same. Okay, perfect. Bam, weak hit. Burn that momentum. Boom.
So on a. Oh, are you gonna burn it?
Yeah.
Strong hit.
Okay, I discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow and action you must take to make progress is made clear. Vision what you learn and take +2 momentum. Well,
What does Magni know?
Maybe
Tell
you-
us Magni's knowledge.
Maybe you know about the totems because the trolls try to avoid them because they like dampen the pillar's energy or like weaken it for some reason. So the trolls avoid them because the trolls get their power from the pillars. But if you're being corrupted,
Yes.
you need to like have a break from the corruption or else it just takes over.
This guy is actually turning into a troll.
Yes.
Okay.
He's turning
That's
into a
how
pillar.
trolls are made,
Kind
we
of.
decided.
Yeah. They spend too much time around pillars.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Magni recognizes this phenomenon. And I think they call it like. I think trolls call it like.
Yeah, what do trolls call it versus humans?
I think they call it like. Oh, I don't want to say totem. What's another word for totem that you think a troll would use?
Relic. Shiny. Special.
What are the totems?
I
think they're
imagine
just,
they're
like-
pieces of metal.
Yeah,
but
random like jewelry or maybe statue. I think they can be different, but
I think they're different
I think
things,
they're
but
all
they're
metal
all
items.
just like
But
a
they're
metal
not
object.
iron.
metal. Yeah, maybe. Chat said shrine, but like maybe like I mean, do trolls think they're cursed versus?
Yeah, it's
A
gonna
good
be
thing? Yeah.
yeah, they think they're like anathema.
Starblight.
They're cursed.
Ooh, a blight.
Lightstone.
Light.
It's fine.
Special
I-
word. Insert here.
Yeah.
We'll come back
Um,
to it.
Shrine is
And-
good though too.
Yeah, shrine is good. You need like reverse shrine, whatever that would be.
Yeah. So trolls have a word
Shrine
for
killer.
if these totems come near trolls and they start to act funny, and then they just like co-opted that word and made it so that if the other people don't come around it, so it doesn't actually make sense for what it's like totem sickness or something like that.
Mhm.
Like it doesn't make sense because it's caused by there not being a totem rather than
Yeah.
there being a totem. And he
Got
shares
it.
this information with you as you're
Okay. So we
being
know
held
he.
hostage.
So
we
Magni,
now
you're saying
know
he
he
needs the
needs-
totem?
Yes. So he needs to have the totem.
Can he be saved? You think?
How likely is it? I would say it's
I
likely.
think it's
I
likely.
think likely. I'll roll it.
Yeah.
We're kind-hearted.
So,
So can
we-
he be
can
saved?
he be saved? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he
All
can.
right.
He just
Okay.
needs to spend a significant amount of time next to the totem.
Yeah. So then I guess Cinder's kind of like, quickly, we need to subdue him somehow. We need to.
Or you're just like, Haluth, bear throw.
Oh no! What would be an
You-
animal that you've had to subdue in the forest? Like bears, you were
Besides-
wrestling to beat,
Bears, yeah.
but
bears
these were you were like
wrestling
subduing to bring back. Maybe,
Elk.
to, yeah,
maybe
to
like
capture.
deer or the we
Like
don't
retrieve.
Caribou.
Maybe. I want to be like, use elk maneuver number 5. And she knows exactly what Cinder's talking
Perfect.
about.
Yes.
And proceeds
we'll just
to, like,
say it's elk maneuver number 5.
Sweep his his legs out from under him.
Yeah, he
It's
doesn't have a
actually our
sword
Ironsworn
anymore.
themed scent. It's our new perfume. It's
Elk
Elk maneuver number 5.
Bear wrestling number 7.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Negatroll. That should be our other
Negatroll number 1.
number 1. Okay, so what do we think? That is face danger?
Yeah. I think as a non sort of combat.
As a I
Thing with
haven't entered the
consequences.
fray.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna
not really
say Elk
in.
move number 5 is iron.
not to be confused with Mambo number 5.
It can be done to the mambo number.
It's
5.
both a song and a maneuver.
Oh, we can't.
Look at that number 5.
Number 5.
There you go. Okay, you
Perfect.
succeed but face a troublesome cost.
I
You
think
can
he.
lose momentum, you get tired or hurt, you get dispirited or afraid, or you sacrifice resources.
You can't
mean,
sacrifice resources.
I
That's
can't
just not
sacrifice
allowed.
resources.
That's banned.
We're no longer
mean-
allowed to be unprepared.
We're no longer. We did it once and it was not fun.
Banned.
It was the worst, yeah.
I'm fine losing momentum or just getting hurt in the scuffle. I don't know how much damage he does, but
It's
It's just one harm, but then
Just
you
one
just have to
harm.
endure it.
and then
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Like, as you're taking him down, maybe he, like, tries to throw a punch or, like, an
because he's
elbow.
just insane. He's just like
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, he's, like, scrapping like a wild person.
and I'm like, "Rah!"
Like a wild animal, which you're very efficient at taking
and I'm
down.
like, bitch, I was
Apparently.
trying to be nice. You take me hostage. I'm gonna endure that harm. It's gonna be great.
But we do
Um,
succeed at least, so.
Health is higher than iron. Let's do it.
Ooh, strong hit. Nice.
And I'm like, you don't hit like an elk does.
I've taken antlers to the face before. This
and
is
I
nothing.
just like body slam him down to the ground.
I love that
Okay.
Haleth has turned into a like WWE wrestling character from now on.
Yeah, she's wanted to be that this whole time.
I think I want to heal him to remove a condition.
You're banned from healing.
It works on everyone but you. And he's not you.
That's fine. Like speed up the totem's work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe almost
Something,
like
yeah.
Amplify the
sear
totem.
it into him.
No, I like that.
Haleth is like, I don't know what's going on, but do what you need to do, Magni.
I'll hold him
Someone
down.
wanna-
I'm
does
just
someone
sitting-
wanna secure
I'm
an
just sitting on
advantage and
him.
hold him down. Does someone want to hold him down and secure an advantage or something else?
I can help secure an advantage.
I could also
I'll, like, Yeah, whichever. It doesn't matter.
Or you can, like, I don't know. I'm sure the town is freaking out that we're tackling their guy. Maybe
Yeah.
you can, like, calm them down to give us time.
Mm-hmm. That's true. We did.
That would require being charming, which I'm very bad at.
Haleth can yell up and be like, it's okay!
We're professionals!
We mean him no harm. We're
It's for
professionals.
his own good! We're just performing a quick exorcism. No big deal. Yeah, I mean, I can do that if...
Yeah,
Go
roll.
for it.
Secure that advantage. With heart.
With that heart, though. Boom! And double boom. Weak hit.
Okay, so what is a weak hit?
+1 momentum.
Yeah,
It's
so-
short-lived advantage.
Magni
there-
can take that, or Haleth can take that.
You can take the momentum, Magni.
Okay. Also, I think I'm going to not heal him, but do this. Use one of my assets and consume a mystical essence to, like, cleanse him of
Mm.
something.
Is that a ritual?
Yes. It's
you wanna-
Even better.
Do you want to take this basilisk scale that I harvested and power your ritual with it?
Sure. What is that?
You can reroll
How
any
could
dice,
you say no?
Okay, yeah.
but you
Perfect.
have to use the trophy in the ritual.
Okay, and it's a basilisk.
It's like a spine.
Does it consume it, or is it just use
Yeah,
it and I
it's-
can give it back?
No, you can't give it back. I mean, it doesn't have to consume it, but we can't use that trophy again.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's see. Let me see the result, and then flavor it.
Okay,
Leslie.
yeah.
And I get a plus. Wait, do I get a bonus from anything? Or I can just re-roll.
Yeah, you can just reroll.
And you gave me
I gave
momentum.
you 1 momentum, yeah.
Got it. Okay. Well, let me like that and. Okay, and I can re-roll any or all.
Any?
Any? I think I'll re-roll everything but the one. right?
Yeah.
I'd probably
Yeah.
just reroll the 8.
I mean, if you reroll everything but the 1, you're still guaranteed at least a weak hit, which is good.
Yeah. Okay, so action die. Oh god.
That makes that a 4 and
Oh.
an 8, so yeah, it's still a weak hit.
Still a weak hit. That's fine. Okay, so I'm doing this backwards. There's actually a ritual that helps trolls, but I'm doing it in reverse to try and help this exiled.
Yeah.
So it's a little rough. And I'm also trying to shoehorn this basilisk spike into it. What are my complications?
And you have a bunch of people yelling at you from above.
And they're all just yelling at me. So on a weak hit, as above, but capturing the energies is harrowing. So I think I'm like using the basilisk tusk to like hold the energy. It's something that's not iron.
Yeah.
Maybe it's normally like a body part that you need, and this is a body part.
Yeah.
Of something. Great, perfect. I suffer stress. 2 stress. Conveniently, how much spirit I have. Never mind, I have 1. So, great. And then I'll
The rest
endure.
comes out of health.
Boy, you shook.
Yeah. I am.
Well, it's
Oh,
just a
no.
miss. It's just a miss.
It's just the worst roll
Just a miss
possible.
is still pretty bad.
I think I just...
Ooh,
You
what-
have to
okay.
take shaken, or you can take corrupted if you really want it, but it's bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you have to take shaken.
What is corrupted?
So,
The same,
Or
it's a
roll on the
permanent
oracle.
ability.
yeah, corrupted is a bane, which means you can't get rid of it. But then you can take. There's an asset that you need corrupted for. I don't know what it's cool though.
Okay, I'm gonna take shaken now, but
Yeah.
because I don't have that asset
Yeah.
available. But if I want that asset, I'm gonna switch it to
Okay.
corrupted.
And you
Okay,
can be
great.
like iron corrupted. Like it can be this.
Oh man, it would be so cool.
Okay, but
Here's a fun tidbit that I just learned.
yeah,
If your health, spirit, and supply are all 0, like Sindir was,
oh,
you must clear progress on a related progress track.
Oh.
That includes your quest, journey, or fight.
Wow.
huh.
Good thing we didn't know that at the time.
So,
Okay.
Did you just randomly read that? That is interesting.
I found that under Face the Setback. On page 97.
Okay, well, I mean, it works. I consume this guy's magical essence. It just
So
is a little
Logan,
rougher than I thought.
for future reference, the asset is called Shadowkin. And it reduces your heart to gain shadow, or gives you +1 to rituals, or when you face death, you can roll plus shadow instead of plus heart. That's like it's very
Reduces heart to gain
shadowy.
shadow, so I can be at 0 heart
Yeah.
and 2 shadow because
Yeah.
they're both 1.
Well, you get up to 2 shadow.
Oh, well, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it would be fun.
I'm gonna do it. I'm corrupted now.
Yay, permanent
So I think-
abilities.
Permanent
we
ability.
watch a weird essence just infiltrate Magni's body.
Yeah, I think like he's sort of putting the energy into this little basilisk thing, but maybe it's too much or something, or like you see him like cast it aside and then he just puts all of the energy into himself
Yeah,
instead.
classic.
Classic. Corrupted. Wow, that's fun.
Yeah,
I just got rid of the 3 conditions too, and now I'm back to 1.
nice.
Great.
Permanently.
Permanently. Woo!
Yeah, I think unless you undertake a vow to get rid of it.
Never. Okay.
I think that counts as significant progress, though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
It's pretty significant.
Maybe. I wonder how the trolls will react to you now that you're corrupted, though.
No, I think it's good because he was removing the part that was
Yeah,
becoming
I
troll.
think I made progress
You're
on becoming a
more-
troll.
You're more a troll now.
It's what Magni's always wanted.
Great. Magni is just slowly morphs into more troll-like in appearance.
Are we gonna try to fulfill the vow at 6? It's still in our favor.
Trying to think of what other obstacle we have to overcome.
I mean, can we like carry him in? Like, we still have to convince the villagers that like we didn't hurt this guy.
That's true. So if you want to do something with that.
So yeah, I could just be like lifting him up. I'm assuming he just like passed out. So John, you're muted. Were you saying something?
I said probably.
Yeah. So I could either like, I don't know, we could either like revive him here and like lead him into the village and be like, look, I'm alive. Or we can just like bring him to the villagers and be like, he's fine. He's just passed out. He should be normal now.
Yeah, I think we have to bring him in because it'll take a little while for the totem to sort of help him.
The challenge is
More.
so we can either fulfill the vow at 6, which is still more than 50-50 that we succeed, or we take the chance on making another rule and we could miss that one and then go down a whole path. Which both are fine, but
I think we should just try and do it. I don't see
you wanna
narratively there's no other challenge.
Yeah.
So I'll just and yeah, unless we wanted to do like an escorting the villagers back to Rockfield. That's the only other progress, and do another journey.
Mm.
That would make sense to me.
I think this is fine.
Otherwise, I'll just fulfill that vow.
See, we're good.
And an
Ooh.
opportunity, technically.
Ooh.
Everybody get one experience.
Yep.
Conveniently,
Right.
I'm at 3, and I
Hey,
can take
nice!
Shadow Kid.
That's awesome!
All right, and so I think we kind of bring him in. Yeah, I imagine he's like just tossed over your shoulder, Haleth, and like fireman's carry.
Yeah. Sack of potatoes.
Sack of potatoes, and he kind of get the villagers to open up the gate before they kind of like tell us about all that happened and how he'd slowly been like losing his mind while they've been waiting for the caravan to arrive. And I think
But he didn't hurt anyone. He just, he didn't like people leaving.
Well, that's all well and good, I guess. But now we need to keep him from leaving, so you should probably lock him in a room with this totem for at least a couple days. Because
Right.
That's some weird stuff.
Some freaky deaky stuff you got going on.
He has totem blight. Lock him in with totem.
Yes, in the wise words of our troll translator.
Corrupted troll.
Our corrupted troll man.
Extra troll.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, good. Jolly good.
I think that...
Chip chip cheerio.
Toodles! They
Right,
like
be on your
all
way.
climb back up and they like close all the doors and they're like, bye. See you never.
And I think that completes...
That completes that.
Nice.
So now we need to get on our actual journey again.
What was our actual journey? Tana.
To go
Emergency
all the way
door.
over here.
A formidable journey to the other side of the peninsula.
I feel
So-
like the next leg of our journey is like meeting up with Tana. Like Tana was like, I'm not going backwards.
Yeah.
You guys can meet up with me in this place that is like on the way.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense. Do we want to leave that for next time? We're back to our regular quest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think so.
Cool.
Just a small 3-session detour.
No problem.
Yeah.
Things escalated very
It
quickly.
was supposed to be a troublesome quest too, but no, was bad.
It was the second we failed to end the fight with those
And
Yeah.
baby basilisks. It was all
Just a-
downhill.
the recap of our overall quest is that we have to go to the Vata homeland
Mhm.
to acquire a different item
Hmm.
To cleanse an artifact.
to bring back to the Vata because the moon goddess said so.
And we're doing that to convince the Vata to allow the children to stay in Frostbridge.
And which isn't even related to Malia.
Well, no, wait, it was also like Malia was becoming more and more evil.
Yeah, I mean, it would also help secure an advantage against Malia
Yeah.
because maybe we could call on the Vata to.
Malia actually hates children, so by keeping the children at the
true.
Vata, she won't go back.
The more children there are, the weaker Malia becomes.
The
Every town we
sadder-
pass through,
Yep.
we just have to convince them to copulate. Because
Yes, pop out those babies, okay?
You know, where you're just sprinkling aphrodisiac herbs.
We're like a
Let's have a
fertility
party,
clinic,
guys.
a walking fertility clinic. It's
You
terrible.
should
I
really
hate
get
it.
together. It's matchmaking. It has become
It's
a matchmaking game.
That's what it is.
You
We're
have
now
a baby.
Like
You
a
have
dating
baby.
show. Okay.
Monster
well,
prom.
well, cool. Well, at least we're back to our normal quests now.
Phew.
How long?
We'll
that
see
will
how long
last
that
for.
lasts.
Yeah.
I expect exactly one attempt at journeying
Yes.
before it goes horribly haywire.
All right. Cool.
But next week we'll have Blades in the Dark,
Hmm.
for the usual.
We're on a roll, so
Alright.
expect to do really poorly.
They've been rolling so good on Blades.
No, Abby, we're gonna be great. It's gonna be fine.
So
Duchess
it's
is
time
gonna
for
be
me to
back.
make things even harder.
It's gonna be a bomb.
And I have to shoot Logan's characters at least once a session from now on.
And I now
Maybe
get
that's
to-
why we started rolling a bunch of sixes when you started shooting me. So I think it's
Like
your
when
fault.
you put us in a tight spot, Sean, we roll really
The
well.
luck comes out. Well, just like true scoundrels, I guess.
Yes.
Because every time we do something silly and unnecessary is when we fail and it goes horribly
It's
wrong.
after you've already finished the mission and then you
Mhm.
want to do more things.
That's where my drama came from.
Can't leave well enough alone.
Or we were like, you know what's a good idea? A goat-driven carriage kidnapping. That sounds great.
It was a fun idea.
It was good.
Live down in infamy. Live in infamy forever. Go down in infamy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Blades in the
we'll
dark.
See y'all soon.
Bye.